All right, y'all, so we got another classic for you today. 1971 Oldsmobile Cutlass convertible. I really like this car. I am a fan of green cars, even though I probably would not have a green car. I know that sounds crazy. I just like the way they look. You know, we don't see too many green cars. You got the army green and stuff like the Tundras, and Porsches, obviously. But like this color green is beautiful in my opinion. So we're just gonna get into it. Paint is pretty solid. Probably give it about an 8 overall. You got your normal swirl marks from car washes and things like that, but I didn't notice any major dents or cracking. Tires are new at all 4 corners. Obviously, you got the color match wheels there. When they redid the paint, they also redid the stripes. This car was originally red. So got a little book here. Got some work in it. Shows what it was like previously before it went through the light restoration. So you'll be able to see that. But like I said, moving down, body appears to be pretty solid. I don't see any waves or dents that needed to be pointed out. You got a couple of markings in the paint, you know, normal things you expect to see on a non-show quality vehicle. But for the most part, she presents very, very well, especially under the lights. Rear bumper looks pretty solid. I don't have any dents or anything. Couple little scratches here and there, but nothing crazy. Looking down the driver's side, no major waves or dents I need to point out. You can see the reflection looks pretty solid. Wheel trim is intact. Actually looks new. Mine don't look that good. Doors seem properly aligned. The gaps look pretty good. Pretty sure these mirrors are new on both sides. One, because they didn't come with them on the passenger side, but there's no rust or pitting. You got really good reflection there. Glass looks good. I don't have any cracks or anything that I need to point out. Front fender as well, like I said, looks pretty solid. Hood appears to be properly aligned. That's not a bad gap at all. And I don't have any catching on these corners. So, looks pretty good for sure. Front of the vehicle looks good. Bumper solid. Trim around the headlights good. And grill is not loose, so that's always a plus. Go ahead and pop this. 350 Rocket, super clean. You can tell that it's been gone through. Fresh paint on it, looks very clean. Engine bay is overall clean. It's got a new alternator, power brakes, power steering, and this is an AC equipped vehicle. And we got dual electric fans and aluminum radiator. So a little bit of upgrades here and there. Apologize for the noise. The only time the mechanics actually work is when I'm shooting videos. Just a little joke. At least I hope so. All right, hood's nice and, trunk. Nothing special. Weather seal was replaced when the car was painted. Obviously they did the splatter paint. Super clean, looks solid. We'll put it on the rack and check out underneath, but pans look good in there. Spring is a little bit, you can tell the spring was replaced because the trunk was popping up. Interior. Black interior, nothing super special. I don't have any rips or anything. You got a couple little, you know, wear and tear things here and there, but no rips. Overall solid. Manual windows. Carpet is clean. It's black. Nothing really to write home about. Still got the original green. We have green seat belts in the front, black in the rear. Driver's door panel. Pretty solid. Got a little bit of a rip right here, but looks pretty good. Dash, no cracks or warping. One thing I do want to point out that I thought was super dope on this car, I have never seen in any A-body, you know, shoulder seat belts in the rear. And these are actually, retractable, and they are latched in as well. So kind of crazy. I never see that. I only ever see lap belts in the rear. So I don't know how they retrofitted that to make it work. I don't know if this is just some super random one-off factory equipped thing, but I've never seen that in the rear. So kind of dope. Driver's door panel, again, no warping, looks pretty solid. Driver's seat, no rips or tears, just got our normal love marks. Again, this I'm gonna open this just cause Not really much in there, just some normal wear and normal maintenance things. So convertible top was replaced, the glass was replaced. Pictures of the restoration when it was painted. That's what the motor was like before it was going through. A couple of some metal work. So just so you guys kind of see what it went through. I always like seeing that because I like seeing the history of the vehicle. So kind of dope in my opinion. All right, other than that, dash looks good. Give me a second, we'll knock out this test drive. All right, we go ahead and fire her up. Mileage reads 38,830. Tank is reading half, we put 20 in. I always tell people no way to know 100% if it's accurate or not messing with these cars. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Top works, you guys will see that later on in the video. Wipers, lights are on. I can see them here in the dash and in the car in the front. Horn works. What am I doing? AC is blowing. It's actually blowing hard as well, and it is cold. It's a plus. Don't think this radio, I'm tripping. Obviously, I'm looking right at this radio underneath here. Radio works. Always a plus. Aftermarket gauges for the water and the oil pressure. Oil pressure is reading. We'll see if the temp comes up. Other than that, everything else is manual. Let's get this girl a drive. I am not a big fan of this steering wheel. I know some people are. It's got that real wood feel, and the metal is it's not sharp. It's just raw in my opinion. I know people like these. It's the old school joint. You know, I don't have no problem with it. It's just not my first choice. I like leather wrap steering wheels, so. All right, let's see. It is one rain cloud. I'm about to say it's like 83 outside right now, 11 o'clock. We got one rain cloud over there. Like it might end up raining today, but we'll see. Speedometer is working. Steering is a little bit on the tight side, which personally I like. Obviously it's your choice what you like, but on my vehicles I normally do a steering box replacement, either a Borgeson or a CPP. I just like it to be a little bit firmer. That's what this feels like. I am not 100% if that's what's been done, but it is a little bit on the tighter side, which I love. Hands off the wheel, she's tracking straight, and that's about all I got for play in the wheel. So I'm gonna assume that box has been updated. I normally, like I said, I update the box and then I get rid of the rag joint and just do the I forgot what you call them, the D, whatever the spline thing is called, shaft, the D shaft, I don't know. Oh, brakes were a little bit grabby. I like the pressure. There's a little bit of give back on it, probably because it's that new booster. Motor sounds strong. Shifts have been good. You guys can see I don't have any shaking, no belt squeal. The windows are not rattling in the doors. Exhaust sounds good. I don't hear an exhaust leak or anything like that. Doing about 52 now, no issues. Again, I'm gonna hit the brakes. I do like the pedal feel. Actually feels better than my pedal feels on my car. Pretty nice. Everybody waiting to go. Sun beaming right now. But yeah, she feels good, definitely. You can tell whoever had it, they babied it. So I'm gonna get her on the rack and we'll check out her. All right, y'all, we got 71 up on the rack. Rear bumper looks solid. Really, I had nothing to point out. No dents or anything. She looks pretty clean. Oh, let me back up. There we go. Getting underneath. Factory original coating still appears to be on the car. I don't have any leaks from the gas tank. Our trunk pans and everything look pretty solid. Shocks have been replaced with some Fox shocks. Sway bar has been added. I can see the new hardware. They did tubular frame braces right there, and some adjustable Hotchkiss upper trailing arms. Looks like brake line. Yep, that flexible brake line is new. Oh, I'm tripping. These are tubulars too, so the rear trailing arms too. It's completely blinding me. I'm looking at the hardware. So yeah, running tubular control arms. Springs are new, shocks are new, drums in the rear. Coming down the passenger side, frames nice and straight. Floors look solid. I don't have any soft spots, anything like that. You got your normal surface rust. Exhaust appears to be stock. Driver side frame is nice and straight, and I don't see anything on the floors. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pans. Disc brakes up in the front. Shocks and springs replaced as well. Looks like the control arm, or at least the bushing, has been replaced on the passenger and the driver up there. So new hardware there. No signs of leaks from anywhere else. New sway bar as well. Got the thick Hotchkiss joint, and these are new tie rods and stuff as well. Not sure about the center link, but suspension has been upgraded, so it's always a plus. Front bumper looks solid. No rust or dents. Coming along the passenger side, wheels are new at all four corners. Checking out underneath, obviously she's been resprayed, but I don't have nothing there to worry about. Quarters look solid. And then coming around to this driver's side, more the same. Rear quarter looks good. Again, wheels are new, they match. Got a little paint chip right here. You can see that old school red underneath. Pretty clean. All right, y'all, so I wanted to go ahead and show you the top. Again, no rips, no tears, newer vinyl top, glass back. As I always say, make sure the car is on when you operate the top so it don't kill the battery. Just showing you guys, all of these rails appear to be new. I got new hardware in there. So she's going down, no problem. Top works. So if you guys are interested in this 71, make sure you give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.